Oleg. For years, he says he worked as a hired gun in Syria for a shadowy Russian mercenary group called Wagner that has become a valuable tool for the Kremlin.
Wagner is Putin's instrument for resolving issues by force, when action has to be taken immediately, urgently, and in the most concealed way possible. I cannot say it's an army in the proper sense of that word. It's just a fighting unit that will do anything that Putin says.
This is the first time a former Wagner employee has agreed to speak on camera, and Oleg asked us to disguise his identity. Private military contractors are illegal in Russia. Officially, Wagner doesn't exist. But CNN has discovered that the group now has hundreds of fighters operating on 3 different continents. And this is the man believed to be behind that expansion. Dubbed Putin's chef because of lucrative catering contracts with the Kremlin, Yevgeny Prigozhin is also sanctioned by the U.S. for funding the Internet Research Agency accused of meddling in the 2016 election.
I'm a mercenary, and 90% of participants of the company were like me, and they were motivated by money.
What sort of training was it? Where did it take place?
You know, I didn't have any training as such, not then anyway. I spent 6 days in the training camp in Molkino. I went to a firing range twice and shot a machine gun once. That was it.
CNN traveled to the remote Russian village of Molkino to try to get to Wagner's training camp, and found that the group has a surprisingly close relationship with the Russian military. The only way to get into the Wagner barracks is to get through that checkpoint, which is manned by the Russian military, because this actually belongs to a Russian Special Forces unit. Not far from Molkino, there's a monument to fallen Wagner fighters. Visitors are not welcome, so we approach with a hidden camera.
It looks less like a memorial than a fortress. Здравствуйте.
A guard soon comes up to us. Is the church only for Wagner, I ask? I don't know for whom, he says. For the people who were in Syria, I press him. I don't know, I'm telling you, he says. I'm just guarding here. He begins to get suspicious of our questions, and we decide to leave.
Yeah, you're gonna call, let's go.
Yeah. They didn't let us inside, which is not surprising, because in that compound is the only tangible, visible proof that Wagner is real.
No surprise, perhaps, that the monument is funded by a Prigozhin-owned company. It was 5 years ago in Crimea that mysterious unidentified fighters dubbed Little Green Men helped Moscow wrest the province from Ukraine, even as the Kremlin feigned ignorance. It was a success, and Moscow's use of mercenary forces has since grown. Analysts say none of this could happen without Putin's approval.
Do you think that part of the mission of Wagner is to help Russia restore its role, to become a major global superpower again?
Yes, 100%. This is the top priority for Wagner.
And so it's trying to be a rival to America?
Russia is trying to suppress the U.S. in every way possible, using legal and illegal means. It's trying to smash it, get the better of it somehow. What will come of it as a result? Nothing good, I think.
But for Russian President Vladimir Putin, Wagner is still a worthwhile gamble, an expendable fighting force with no accountability. Clarissa